It is to be noted that the basic accounting equation depicts only the balance sheet elements. So, ano ba yung mga balance sheet elements or financial statement of financial position elements natin? So, ito lang yun, di ba? Meron tayong asset, liabilities, and owner's equity. So, yung nakikita lang daw sa basic accounting equation is mga balance sheet elements lang. It is because they represent real or permanent accounts. They represent real or permanent accounts which are usually maintained at the end of the accounting periods. So, ito kasi yung mga accounts na hindi nag-zero balance or kino-close natin. Instead is kini-carry over natin siya sa next accounting period, whichever is the amount at the end of this current period. The revenue or profit or income and expense or loss accounts. The revenue or profit or income and expense or loss accounts as elements of income statements or statement of financial performance are only nominal accounts, or yan yung sinasabi natin na temporary accounts. Temporary accounts kasi ngayong accounting period or current accounting period mo lang siya ginagamit, pero at the end of the period is sinizero out natin siya or kino-close din natin siya sa income or summary account, and mapupunta siya sa balance ni capital, which is permanent account, or ito yung nakikita natin kay owner's equity account. So the capital account is increased by any revenue or profit or income and decreased by any expense or loss accounts. Accordingly, the accounting equation can be expressed in its expanded form as follows. Assets equals liabilities plus, so ito na. So, since revenue expense account is dinidecrease or ini-increase niya si capital accounts, thus, ma-assume natin na si owner's equity is merong capital plus additional investments plus revenue increases capital accounts, revenue or income minus withdrawals minus expenses or losses. Wow, haba. So, ito yung expanded accounting equation. Expanded accounting equation. So, ito na yung kasama na si both permanent and temporary accounts. Since we assume na si temporary accounts is kino-close natin kay capital, thus, ina-add natin siya dito kay owner's equity accounts. So, ang nakapaloob kay owner's equity accounts is capital plus additional investment plus revenue, pwedeng net revenue or income less withdrawal or net loss or expenses. Yan. So, from this, mahinuha na natin na pag nagko-compute tayo ng ending owner's equity is ito yung formula natin. Capital or beginning capital plus additional investment plus revenue or income or whatever is the net income less withdrawal, permanent or temporary withdrawal, less net loss or expense. Yan. So, yan yung pag-compute natin ng net owner's equity. Yan. So, double rule na lang dito sa baba. Yan. Pag in-expand natin si accounting equation. So, ito yung kinalalabasan niya. So, tandaan nyo na lang to kasi magagamit din nyo ito at the end. Basta throughout the discussion, magagamit nyo yan. Okay, let's move on to the rules of debit and credit sa mga temporary accounts naman natin or income statement elements. Okay, first is the rule for revenue. Revenue account. Yeah. So, I have the illustration here. First. Okay. So, normal balance ni revenue is credit side. So, increase dito. Yan. So, kung credit side siya, malamang ang debit side niya so, kung normal balance niya is credit side, malamang ang debit side is minus or kabaliktaran niya is decrease. To illustrate, we have this situation. On December 1, okay, Pearl Service recorded service income of 10,000 on cash. Ano yung na-receive natin? Or ano yung value receive natin na kung saan may benefit tayo? Diba? Ang sinabi dito is cash. So, meron tayong debit side na cash na 10,000 pesos. Ano yung value parted with? Para magkaroon tayo ng cash, ano yung binigay natin? Or yung nilabas natin para sa benefit ng other party is service income, di ba? Yan yung value parted with natin na kung saan ang nag-benefit ng service income is si third party or yung customer mo, while yung ikaw na nag-benefit after mo magbigay ng service income kay third party is cash, which is a debit or value received. Yan. So, 'di ba? Gaya ng sinabi ko, kung paano mo distinguish kung debit or credit, so sa ano lang yan, sa kung sino lang ang nag-benefit. Next is on December 31, Pearl determined that the recorded service income on December 31 should not be 10,000. The correct amount is 1,000. Pearl reduced the service income by 9,000. So, nang end of the month of December, so nag-double check siya, then nakita niya na, ay, 1,000 lang pala yung sa resibo ko. Bakit 10,000 yung ni-record ko? So, mali yung recording niya. Ngayon, ang tamang amount pala is 1,000. So, pag i-correct natin to, 10,000 minus 1,000, 9,000 yung over-recording niya na amount. Kaya, babawasan natin si service income kasi masyadong overstated ng debit kasi decrease, diba? $9,000. And then, kung mali yung income mo, malamang mali din yung cash mo. Kaya babawasan mo rin si cash. So, pag nagdi-decrease kay cash, from normal balance na debit, so pag nag-decrease, credit. Kaya, i-credit natin si cash ng same amount. Dapat always equal yung amount, both sides, debit or credit, pag nagre-record tayo. Kasi, should always be equal. Ayan. So, kung ititi account natin, si revenue, si service income, ang kinalabasan is, so, debit at credit side first ng December 1, may 10,000 tayo. Then, on December 31, may correction tayo na 9,000. Yan. Kaya, ang ending balance niya is 10 minus 9 is credit balance of 1,000. So, tama. Kasi the correct amount dito, according sa situation natin kanina, is 1,000. Ayan. Double rule. No, to illustrate na ito yung net balance na 1,000. Okay. Let's proceed to the rule for expense account. Yan. So, si expense, kabaliktaran naman siya ni revenue. So, kanina, ang normal balance ni revenue is credit. So, now, expenses, yung normal balance ni expenses is debit. So, this is a plus, increase, and obviously, yung kabaliktaran niya na credit is minus and decrease. Yan. So, to illustrate, we also have here the situations. On December 15, Pearl Service paid 12,000 for rent expense. So, ano yung value received natin? Ano yung nagkaroon tayo ng benefit? Diba rent? Rent expense. So, ginamit natin yung rent. Kaya, debit side na 12,000 pesos. Ano yung value parted with? Ano yung nilabas natin para magamit natin yung rent natin? So, pag sinabi natin paid, so, it is usually a cash account. So, cash on the credit side. Value parted with. Binagay natin sa third party, kaya credit kasi nagkaroon ng benefit yung third party. So, credit si cash of the same amount na 12,000. Next, on December 31, the correct amount of rent expense is 1,200 instead of 12,000. Pearl reduced the rent expense account by 10,800. So, at the end of the month din daw, nag-check siya ng mga libro niya, nakita niya na mali yung recording. So, instead na 1,200, yung na-record is 12,000. So, sobra siya ng 10,800. Ang mangyayari, babawasan lang natin yung rent expense na ni-record natin. Gayon din ang cash. So, mali. Now, it is important na dino-double check yung mga recording para kung ano yung whatever yung nilalagay natin sa financial statements is correct and fairly stated. Para magkaroon ng trust yung mga client sa'yo, dapat dino-double check din yung mga recording. Ayan. So, upon correcting, and kung ititi account natin, si rent expense, So, first we have a debit on December 15 na 12,000. Tapos, credit na December 31 na 10,800. So, dapat yung balance niya is mag-equal kay 1,2 na sinabi niya dito. So, ayan, tama nga. And it's a net debit balance kasi ang amount ni debit is mas malaki kaysa kay credit. So, ganun lang ang rules kay debit and credit. So, madali lang siya. Yung mahirap lang dito is pag may memorize. Para maging madali lang siya sa'yo, yung mga pag-recording mo, nang hindi ka na tumitingin sa notes mo kung debit or credit pa siya, is i-memorize mo na yung mga common accounts na ginagamit sa accounting, like cash, expense, accounts payable, accounts receivable. Yan yung mga common na ginagamit. Revenue or service income, salaries, expense, yan. So, yung mga common, para hindi ka mahirapan. To summarize the rules of debit and credit, so we have here the accounting elements. First, on the debit side, elements which increase in the debit side are assets, expenses, and losses. While the elements that increase on the credit side are liabilities, capital, revenue, and profit. The accounting elements that decrease on the credit side are assets, expenses, losses. So, kabaliktaran lang siya. Kung increase si asset, expense, and losses sa debit, malamang decrease siya sa credit side. Okay? While the accounting elements that decrease on the debit side are, of course, ito lang din. Kung increase si liabilities, capital, revenue, and profit sa credit side, malamang decrease siya sa left side or debit side. So, ito lang naman kailangan nyo i-memorize nang maging madali yung recording process or pag-journalizing ng mga transactions para sa inyo. And always remember na when recording a transaction should always be equal, or when we journalize should always be in equilibrium.